వెల్కమ్ టు ఈ ప్రశ్నకు బదులేది. టుడే I am giving chemistry model paper 2 for the first year students. So in this the blueprint of the my prepared paper was given. From atomic structure I have given 8 mark question, periodic classification I have given 8 mark question, and third 8 mark question was given from organic chemistry. The 4 marks questions are from chemical bonding, 2 4 mark questions, from gaseous state 1 4 marks, stoichiometry 4 marks, chemical equilibrium and acids and bases 4 marks, hydrogen and its compounds 4 marks, S black 4 marks, and P black that is 14th group. 14th group again 4 marks. So the remaining all are 2 marks, that is 10 2 marks are there. There is no choice. So let us see the question paper, that is model question paper 2 for chemistry first year students. This is the model paper 2. The section A consists of 10 2 marks questions. Write about greenhouse effect and any 4 greenhouse gases. State first law of thermodynamics. State Graham's law of diffusion, and which gas diffuses faster out of CH4 and helium gas, and write how many times faster. Fourth question is what happens when calcium carbide and hydrolysis give equation. Fifth bit is calculate normality of oxalic acid solution containing 6.3 grams of oxalic acid, H2C2O4 2H2 oxalic acid into 500 ml solution. What is meant by extensive and intensive properties? Write about reaction enthalpy. What is solubility product? Write equation for the solubility product of silver chromate Ag2Cr2O7. Eighth bit is write 2 preparative methods of diborane. Ninth one, write about borax bead test to find out the cations. Which gases causes ozone layer depletion? Write adverse effects of ozone layer depletion. Which gases cause ozone layer depletion? Write the effects of ozone layer depletion. This is section B. Answer any 2 questions, any 6 questions from 8 questions. So here you see state Fagen's rules and give suitable examples. What is the cause of permanent hardness of water? Explain one method to remove permanent hardness. You can write a ion exchange method or Colgan method. You can write. This is from chemical bonding. This is from hydrogen and its compounds. This is from stoichiometry. Balance the equation by ion electron method or off reaction method. So one bit is given in a basic medium, and another is a reaction is given in the acidic medium. The basic medium is OH minus, that is MnO4 minus plus I minus gives rise to MnO2 plus I2. In basic medium you have to balance the equation by ion electron method. The B bit is Cr2O7 2 minus plus SO2 gives rise to Cr3 plus SO4 2 minus in acid medium. Next one is derive the relation between Kc and Kp for the equilibrium given below. N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. This is the equilibrium, chemical equilibrium. What is a hydrogen bond? Explain different types of hydrogen bonds with examples. Define RMS velocity Cp, that is CRMS, average velocity C bar, most probable velocity Cp, and their relationship what is the relationship between these three? You have to write and derive equation for kinetic energy from kinetic gas equation. What is the plaster of Paris and write its uses. Explain the following: A. Allotropy, B. Inert electron pair effect. Section C. There are 3 questions, you have to write only 2 questions. 2 into 8 is equal to 16. What are the postulates of Bohr's model of hydrogen atom? Write merits and limitations, that is demerits, defects of Bohr's model. Discuss the importance of the model to explain the series of line spectrum in hydrogen atom, that is Lyman series, Balmer series, everything, Rydberg equation, everything you have to write, how Lyman series are formed, how Balmer series are formed. So, you have to how the Bohr's theory explains this line spectra, the series of the line spectra in hydrogen atom. Next one is define IE1 ionization enthalpy 1 and IE2 ionization enthalpy 2. You have to write the 2 definitions. Afterwards, why I2 is greater than I1. Removal of second electron is difficult than the first, requires more energy than the first electron removal. Discuss the factors influencing the IE of an element. Third one is, it is from organic chemistry, this is from periodic classification, this is atomic structure. Next is this one, write 2 preparative methods of benzene and their equations. Explain following reactions of benzene: A. Halogenation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, acylation, not alkylation. In the first paper we have given Friedel-Crafts alkylation, this is Friedel-Crafts acylation. See, nitration, sulfonation of benzene you have to write with equations. This is the important 4 marks questions. What I said in the previous video, I will provide 4 marks questions, important 4 marks questions in this video. That is, 1, explain Planck's quantum theory, explain photoelectric effect and problems. You have to do some problems on photoelectric effect. Write the difference between emission spectra and absorption spectra. Write the difference between orbit and orbital. What are the main features of quantum mechanical model? Explain de Broglie theory of dual nature of matter. Explain wave characteristics of electromagnetic spectrum radiation. Define orbital, draw the shapes of SPD orbitals. Explain Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So, 8 mark question it was already given, but these questions sometimes 8 marks questions may not be, or sometimes 8 marks questions will be given A, B, C. A, Heisenberg principle, B, difference between orbital and orbit and orbital, C, Planck's quantum theory. All these 3 gives 3 you will get for 8 marks. That is the reason I have given 4 marks question. This may come in 8 marks question also separately in the form of A, B, C sub questions in that particular question. That is the reason you have to prepare all these short notes to get either 8 marks question. Sometimes it may be in 4 marks question. The remaining 3, that is periodic table and chemical bonding and organic chemistry, 3 questions may be given. So, that is the reason I have shown, I have given all the 4 marks questions. Next one, write Schrodinger's equation, explain in the terms, this is also comes under this Planck's quantum theory. Write notes of transition elements, this periodic table. Transition elements, you have to write the transition elements, what are some points on transition elements and their properties. D Block elements properties you have to write. Define electronegativity, how does it vary in a group and period. Define electron spin enthalpy or electron affinity, A, affinity which has a highest affinity out of all elements. How does it vary in a group and period in the period table. What is the diagonal relationship? Give examples. Write the difference between electron gain enthalpy and electropositivity. electron gain enthalpy is nothing but electronegativity, and electron gain enthalpy is called electron affinity. So, electropositivity. What is the periodic property? How the following vary in a group and period: atomic radius, ionization energy, electronegativity, electron gain enthalpy, nature of oxides, how vary in group and period. You have to write. Next, valency. This is valency. This is metallic nature, how it varies from as you move from top to bottom in a group, and as you move from left to right in a period. Explain the formation of ionic bond. This is chemical bonding, starts here. Ionic bond, and write the properties of ionic compounds. State Fagen's rules and give suitable examples. This was given in the paper. Write the difference between sigma and pi bonds. Explain coordinate covalent bond and give example. Explain VSEPRT theory, valency shell, electron pair repulsion theory. Explain valency bond theory. Explain hybridization involved in phosphorus pentachloride, sp3d and sp3d2, IF6, SF6. Predict the shapes of hybridization by VSEPR theory of the following. Shapes and hybridization, you have to find out, you have to predict all these four options, that is four ions or molecules: xenon tetrafluoride, chlorine trifluoride, boron pentafluoride, bromine pentafluoride, iodine tetrachloride ion. What is hydrogen bond? Explain different types of hydrogen bonds with examples. Intramolecular, intermolecular hydrogen bonds you have to write with examples. Define gas laws. This is gaseous state. Define gas laws and derive ideal gas equation or equation of the state. And some you have to practice some problems on this ideal gas equation. Derive kinetic gas equation. Derive Boyle's law. This is very important. This is derive Boyle's law, Charles' law, Graham's law, Dalton's law, and kinetic energy relation of gaseous molecules from kinetic gas equation. From kinetic gas equation, how the Boyle's law is derived. That is Charles' law. Something, these all things be derived from kinetic gas equation. Not individual definitions you should not write. You have to write the derivations of these laws, expressions from kinetic gas equation. Derive van der Waals equation of the state. Explain physical signification of van der Waals constants A and B. Van der Waals constants A and B are there. So, that you have to the physical significance you have to write. Define CRMS, C bar and Cp and give the relations between them. Define critical constants. What is surface tension of liquids? Explain the effect of temperature on it. Explain preparation of liquids given below. Explain the properties of liquids given below. A. Vapor pressure, viscosity, surface tension. Explain intermolecular forces. Explain kinetic energy of 4 grams of methane at 27 degrees centigrade. Calculate the volume of 8 grams of CO2 gas at 1 bar pressure and 31.1 degrees temperature. Find the density of H2 gas at STP. Define molarity, normality, mole fraction and molality. Molarity, normality, mole fraction and molality. You have to write you have to study the definitions. You have to remember those. This is the very important one. Balance the following equations through ion electron method, that is off reaction method. These four are acid medium, these three are in basic medium. MnO4 minus plus C2O4 2 minus gives rise to Mn2 plus CO2, MnO4 minus plus SO2 gives rise to Mn2 plus HSO4 minus, H2O2 Fe2 plus Fe2 plus gives rise to Fe3 plus H2O, Cr2O7 2 minus plus SO2 gives rise to Cr3 plus SO4 2 minus. These four equations you have to practice in the balancing of these four equations in acid medium. Then in basic medium three equations are given. These three equations you have to practice. One you will get one of these three, or one, mostly we can say one of these 7. P4 plus OH minus gives rise to pH3 plus HPO2 minus in basic medium. MnO4 minus plus Br minus gives rise to MnO2 plus Br2. MnO4 minus plus Br minus gives rise to MnO2 plus Br2 in basic medium. CrOH thrice plus IO3 minus here you have to write minus, IO3 minus gives rise to I minus plus CrO4 2 minus. What is this equation once again? CrOH thrice plus IO3 minus, there is I have not written the minus, IO3 minus gives rise to I minus plus CrO4 2 minus. State and explain Hess law of constant heat summation. Give example. Explain the spontaneity of the reaction in terms of enthalpy change, entropy change, Gibbs energy change. State first law and second law of thermodynamics. This is very important. One of the first law or second law you may get in 4 marks question. Explain entropy, Gibbs free energy, spontaneity of the process. Explains extensive properties and intensive properties, and Cp and Cv. Cp you have to write, you have to define Cp and Cv. Cp and Cp, it is not Cp and Cv. Cp and Cv, this is V. Cp and Cv, so that Cp minus Cv is equal to R. You have to derive from the Cp and Cv this equation, that is Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Write notes on the following: common ion effect, solubility product, conjugate acid base pair, Lewis acids and bases, ion product of water, pH, buffer, and equation for pH of the buffer. What is the Le Chatelier principle? Explain the factors influencing the equilibrium given below. One is industrial preparation of ammonia, N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to, with reversible with 2NH3, delta H is equal to minus 92.2 kilojoules, that is forward reaction is exothermic reaction, backward reaction is endothermic reaction. Similar way, industrial synthesis of SO3, SO2 plus O2 gives rise to 2SO3, delta H is minus 180 kilojoules. That means along with this in forward reaction this much heat is liberated. So, in this also forward reaction is exothermic and backward reaction is endothermic. Write brief notes on these hydrides, very important one: ionic hydrides and interstitial hydrides. What is permanent hardness of water? How to remove the hardness of by following methods: ion exchange method and Colgan method. Discuss the position of hydrogen in the periodic table on the basis of electronic configuration. How to prepare H2O2 and write about heavy water. What do you know about heavy water? What is plaster of Paris? Write short notes on it. Write its uses also you can write. Explain Kastner-Kellner process for sodium preparation. Explain about Solvay's process for sodium carbonate. Explain about composition of cement, why gypsum is added to cement. How is diborane prepared? Explain structure of diborane. Explain borax bead test with suitable examples. What are silicones? How are they prepared? Give example. What are them? What are their uses? What are their uses? What is allotropy? Write allotropes of carbon and difference of diamond and graphite in structure and properties. Write notes on silicates, zeolites and polarines. Define terms COD, BOD, TLV and zinc. Definitions, one of the definitions you will get. What is the greenhouse in 2 marks also? If he gives the 2 definitions, it will be 4 marks. What is the greenhouse effect? How is it caused? Why the greenhouse effect is happened? So, you have to write. Explain the following: acid rains, global warming, ozone depletion, eutrophication, photochemical smog, PAN. So, right short one, 2 may be given out of the 6, 2 may be given as a 4 marks question. Discuss 2 methods of preparation of ethane and 4 properties of it. Write notes of the on the following: Lassen's test, solvent extraction method, coal-based electrolysis, Jomas method, Gerdahl's method, sublimation and Carrier's method. Write the difference between structural isomers and stereoisomers. Write IUPAC names of the following: 1,3-butadiene, 1,3-butadiene. This is 2-propanone. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pent, 2-ene, 3-ine. This is 2-methyl, 2-butene. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-phenyl, but 1-ene. These are you have to you see and you write these UPS names of these following. Discuss Markovnikov rule and Karas effect. So, thank you. Please do subscribe to get more information.